if you are new here, thanks for clicking on this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today I want to talk about picking yourself up from either rock bottom, or a situation that you never thought you could ever get over. Today I just want to talk about picking yourself up from wherever. You know where you're picking yourself up from. I know where I'm picking myself up from. We just know, you just know where you're picking yourself up from. And I want to open it with one of my favorite quotes. Okay, the quote says, raise yourself by yourself. Do not let down yourself by yourself. It is the self that gives respect to the self, and it is the self that deceives the self. So when I heard this quote, I was like, oh, shit, this is so true, because your life is in your hands. Literally, your life revolves around you. You are everything. Like, you are the main player in your life. Your life revolves around you. If you don't make things happen, they won't happen. And if you allow yourself to go through shit, you are gonna go through shit. So raise yourself by yourself. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I mean, you need to raise yourself by yourself. There's nobody else who is coming to fetch you, to raise you. I think that's the first thing that you need to understand. There's no one who's coming to get you out of that situation. You only have yourself. You might have a very strong support structure. You might have a very strong support structure, or even worse, you don't even have a support structure. But in either cases, well, yeah, if you do have a strong support structure, it becomes easy to get out of whatever that you're going through. And if you don't have such a strong support system, it becomes worse. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to you. You are in control. You might have the best support structure in the whole world, but if you don't decide to raise yourself, if you don't decide that, nothing is gonna happen. At the end of the day, you are in control of your life. So what does raising yourself look like when you're going through hell? As I said, the first thing that you need to understand is that you are alone. You need to understand that you're alone, guys. You need to understand that if you don't get yourself out of that rut, nobody's gonna get yourself out. No, nobody is coming. Nobody is coming to fetch you. Nobody's gonna come and fetch you, guys. And people get tired. People have their own problems. People have families. People have kids. People have got their own problems. People need to show up for themselves. So you can't expect someone to show up for themselves all the time and then show up for you because you're going through shit. Yeah, we might try to show up for you, but at the end of the day, the ball is always in your court when it comes to, self. The ball is always in your court. You are in control. You are in control. So the first thing you need to realize, guys, is that you need to have a strong why. You need to have a reason why you need to get out of the dark place that you're in. Number one, you can't say, because I want to get out of the place, because in most cases, when you're in a very tricky place, or when you're in rock bottom, or whatever that situation looks like for you, you don't really care about yourself. You don't really care about yourself. But once you attach a strong why, number one being, if you've got kids, that can be a strong why. If you've got parents, that can be a strong why. If you've got a great family that you want to make proud, that can be a very strong why for you. So attach a why. Like, why do I want to get out of this depression? Why do I want to get out of this rock bottom? Why? Like, why? My phone is ringing. I'm coming. Yeah, so forget about yourself and attach a very strong why. If you've got kids, you've got beautiful kids, you've got kids to feed, you've got kids to spend your time with, or prove to them that, whatever that you're going through is, you can actually overcome. the very first thing that you are going to do is attach a very strong why, in terms of, why do I want to get out of this red hole? Why do I want to become a better version of myself? Why, why do I want to get out of this depression? Why do I want to get out of rock bottom? Attach a very strong why. Could be a family member, it could be a child, your child, it could be, sometimes it could be a goal, a very strong goal. The second thing that you are going to do is that you are going to imagine yourself in a better place. Ne? And that's something that you're going to be doing every time that, those pressing depression moments come. Because, yeah, you're just going to imagine yourself as you're at a better place. So if you are maybe at rock bottom, you don't have anything, you don't have money, you don't have anything, like you are rock bottom, just imagine yourself living the life that you would want to live. If you don't have a job, maybe you lost your job or whatever, just imagine yourself working for the dream company, like become the person that, just imagine yourself becoming what you would want to become once you get out of this. So imagination and picturing yourself is so important in this, because everything is mental. All the depression, all the stress, all the rock bottom, all the negative talk, it's here. So once you change your perspective about your life, um and you start painting a beautiful picture, your subconscious has to follow. Like, you just have, your life has to change. If you start picturing yourself as a better person, even the way you feel, you're gonna feel better, because now you have better feelings about yourself. Ne? So start imagining yourself in a better place. So if you lost your job, or if you lost your house or whatever, imagine yourself living in the dream house that you want. If you lost your partner or whatever, imagine yourself living happily ever after with another person, you know? So the last thing that you're gonna do, it's not last, but this is according to me, guys. Remember, I am speaking from experience. Everything that I'm sharing, it's just from my experience. I'm not a professional. So if you are not consulted professional, please do. But I'm just speaking from my experience. So you attach your why, you start imagining yourself as the better person. You just imagine yourself in a better situation. And another thing that you're gonna do is just, you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan. I mean, guys, obviously, you've attached your why. You have imagined yourself in a better place. But then, what's your action plan? You need to have an action plan. You need to, like, when you immediately when you after you start imagining yourself, there has to be action. What am I gonna do? So, for instance, if you maybe you lost your partner, maybe it's over, whatever. The first thing that you're gonna do, obviously, you need to put yourself out there. You need to be available somehow. You need to look nice, so that someone else can like you. You need to look nice. You need to you avail yourself, whether it's through Facebook. You need to start responding to those people that you used to ignore when you were with that person. And if maybe you lost your job, or you lost your house or whatever, start working on your CV. Send out as many CVs as you can. Put yourself out there. Put your profile out there on Facebook, on social media. We need to start using these social media things to actually work for us. These things need to work for us. We work so much for them. They need to somehow work for us. Put yourself out there. If your business is going through a muddy place, put your business out there. Increase your marketing. If you want to increase your sales, increase your marketing. If you So these are the typical, examples. I don't know what you're going through, but you just need to have a plan. What am I going to do tomorrow? Instance, if it's business related, the first thing that you can do, guys, we complain so much about income, but we don't really push our businesses. The first thing, simple thing that you can do, just make a call. Try to sell something to someone. Change your status, your WhatsApp status, to whatever business that you're doing. On Facebook, go and post something that is business related. Sales are gonna come the moment you start doing the work. The results will show. So you need to have an action plan. You can't just think yourself out of a situation or just have a main goal, but you need to have a plan in terms of how are you going to get yourself to the better place that you have imagined yourself. It's not just going to fall from the sky. You need to really have a plan in terms of how you are going to execute it. Rock bottom is not nice. Rock bottom is hard. Pain is not hard. It's not like going through shit is not nice. But you need to understand that no one's coming. Number one, no one is coming to collect you. Time is running out. You can't be depressed forever. Time is running out. Number three, there are people who are looking up to you. It can be a child, it can be family members. Sometimes people are looking up to you. They don't even know you and you have not even met them. Okay, yes, plan. The last thing that you're gonna do, guys, the last thing that you're gonna do for yourself to get out of that rock bottom or whatever situation that you're in, negative situation that you're in, you just have to work on yourself. You need to work on yourself. Read the book, watch the great content, exercise, drink water, change your diet. Do you know, guys, that in most cases, when you're depressed, once you change your food, the level of depression is just gonna decrease. Do you know that? Once you change the food that you eat, somehow the depression is gonna, you know, level down. So, guys, I preach a lot about diet. I'm not perfect, but I just preach a lot about diet. Diet is so important. Watch what you eat, exercise, drink water, get moving. I mean, those are practical things that you can practically do right now, you know, to change your life, to change your situation. You can just grab a glass of water and drink, go for a walk, go for a run, just to distress a little, and change, make better food choices. Those are so, like, it's so implementable. It's so basic things, so basic. As in, go and work on yourself. Recap. Rock bottom. You don't have to go through the whole thing, guys. You need to accept where you are and move on. Accept where you are. Accept where you are. It's so important to accept where you are. Don't be that person who's naive about their position. Don't be. If a person is not making money, it's not making money. If you're at rock bottom, you're at rock bottom. So don't try to live a life that you are not. And you need to understand that my rock bottom and your rock bottom can never be the same. For instance, my rock bottom could be that when I'm broke, I've got like 1 million in my account. And for me, that's rock bottom. Like, I've never been so broke, but I've got 1 million. And for someone else, it could be like they don't have food. Like, that's how rock bottom they are. So it does not mean that the other person's rock bottom is not significant. It's not rock bottom. No, because rock bottom has nothing to do with money. It has we also have emotions. We've got our mind is just a mess, guys. Our mind is just a mess. Once you work on the mind, I think you achieve so much more. And not achieve, but you make progress in so many things. Once you work on the mind, you make progress in so many things. Once you work on the mind, you make progress on so many things. This thing has to work for you. Your mind has to work for you. So sadly, in most cases, this thing, it just fights. It just fights, and it's purely because of the content that you consume. So that's a story for another day. So yeah, guys, get your why. Imagine yourself in a better position. Plan and work for yourself. Those are the 4 tips that I'm gonna give you for how I got out of rock bottom. But it's a fight, it's a mental war. Like, you're fighting each and every day, you're fighting your thoughts each and every day. So the problem with us is that we don't really fight the thoughts, we just allow them to just play. And the problem with that, with allowing your thoughts to just play, hey, the buzzword is and they're just gonna play, and they're gonna play with you. I'm gonna end this video here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Rock bottom should never, rock bottom must never. We don't have time for rock bottom around here, and we don't give up around here. We're gonna fight this rock bottom, and we are gonna win.